Good morning. Today is Saturday, February 17th. It's about 37 degrees last time I checked. It's supposed to be in the low 40s today. We're going up to Divide, Colorado. We're going up to a trail called Hackett Gulch. So there's 3 gulch trails up in that area. I can actually show you here on my iPad. Let's see, can we see that? Yep, there's a lot of glare, but those are the 3 trails up in that area. I'm running Gaia GPS on an old iPad just to help me know where I'm going and not get lost. So I'm going up there with 2 or 3 other friends. They all have Jeeps. I'm the only one in a Toyota, but that's all right. I'm used to that. So got the truck all packed up. Got quite a bit of stuff plugged in. Got a lot of camera equipment with me. So plan to take a lot of footage. So stay tuned and enjoy. Jeremy, will you pull over here for a minute? Will you pull in here for a minute? So we just made a stop. We're off of Cedar Creek Road, something like that. There was a pretty big open area, very scenic, but it was incredibly windy and very freezing cold. So we're back on the road. This is kind of a dirt road. I guess there's a lot of houses here. It's part of National Forest, so we're in the Pike National Forest right now. This is the way to get over to Hackett Gulch and the other gulch trails. So we'll see how it goes. It is absolutely gorgeous back here. We're in the forest that was hit by the Hayman burn back in, I think, early 2000s, maybe late 90s. So a lot of the trees are burned, but you really have some pretty amazing views. You can see the backside of Pikes Peak from here. There's a lot of other peaks that you can see from here. It's just gorgeous out here. You're kind of in the woods, but every now and then you break through and there's these just amazing views.
to put a couple of wheels on that rock right where he is?
No, we're not. It goes to the right.
Oh,
Actually.
it goes to the right. Oh, okay.
Well, this isn't the part on. This is just rocks. Around the corner, there's like a big rock.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I think I'm gonna go right. I think that's easier from here. Yeah. So you want to just try coming? All right. Come on up a little. Let's see how it looks. It's kind of close. I think you're good. Yep. You all right? So I want to explain a few things before we get to this next part. So Greg's Jeep wouldn't come out of park. It's an automatic and it wouldn't come out of park. So we weren't real sure what to do. None of us were real experts in, fixing Jeeps or anything like that. I've never driven a Jeep. I know nothing about it. So we tried a few things. We took the battery negative cable off and tried to see if that would reset the computer. Maybe it was an electronic thing. Then we kind of crawled under it. We were looking at all the linkages and stuff to see if there was an issue there. Maybe a rock was jammed in there or something like that. I crawled in it and really looked around at the automatic transmission handle to see if there was an issue where maybe we could take that apart and maybe something was broken in there. We also considered maybe it was a fluid issue. You can't really see it in the next clip, but the way the Jeep was sitting was very angled, so we were concerned that maybe transmission fluid had run to one side and it wasn't letting it switch out of park. This happened very suddenly. We made it off the last obstacle and came up to this flat part at the top and stopped, and that's when everything it wouldn't come out of park. So we tried a few things. Long story short, it ended up just being the switch on the transmission handle is what was broken. There's a little plastic piece that runs down the shaft in the inside of the automatic transmission handle. That broke. It's literally a $20 part. We looked it up the other day and he's already ordering a new one. So that's what happened, and I just wanted to kind of explain that before you watch why we were trying to winch the vehicle. We figured maybe getting it on a flat spot would fix the transmission fluid issue, or at least maybe put some pressure on the transmission to try and get it out of gear. Doesn't just pull it this way.
The whole Jeep. Yeah.
We definitely want to be safe on this one, because the way we got it, if he does it too much, then we'd have a real shit show on our hands.
Shouldn't he put? Yeah. Don't you want to put? Oh, there's no place to put the winch lower, huh?
No, it's got to be level.
It's such an awkward.
All right, so you three out, stand over there.
That's a good idea.
Just go real slow, because you don't want to pull it over, depending on how it moves.
Greg,
Yeah.
can you go turn your tires downhill as much as you can get them?
I can actually turn it on to do it.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's what's weird too, is that they park when it lets you turn it.
driving a little bit of movement there.
Try
Just do
pushing.
it real slow.
Jeremy, we can push in the back.
No. Just do it super slow like you have
Hey,
now.
Jeremy, is this front tire okay?
Yeah, it's
It's
good
the
right
truck.
now.
Come over here a sec.
What?
May have to pull the truck back.
Yeah, like maybe get it more like that.
Hands.
Yeah.
Because it's whole tire. Hey, look at me. There's tires like this on his front right.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, maybe if you want to back up. It will start to go slowly.
Yeah, oh yeah.
What we moved.
Jeremy, why can't he just pull that way?
Huh?
Why can't he just reposition it down there?
What's different?
Because this truck's weight is downhill then, so it's not getting pulled as much?
He's gonna back up this way to give it a better angle.
Oh, got you. That'd probably be better because
Loosen the wind line a little. Cut it out. There you go. Not too much.
You got Alright, it's tight.
You gonna try it from there?
If this doesn't work, I don't think it's gonna work. I tend to agree with you. Just maybe get the truck down there pointed up this way and just pull the wind straight.
the weight is going that way now.
Guys, will you go on the other side of the Jeep?
You gotta be ready.
That cable snaps.
Slide. It's on dirt where the tires are slide.
You don't have like hub lockers or anything, do you?
Nope.
If I need to, I can do another trick to get like power.
What if you push the back a little bit?
No, it's locked. The wheels aren't turning at all.
I think it's easier for me to get truck.
Yeah. Yeah, we're done with that, Greg. It's worth a try.
So you moved it.
Yeah, a little bit, but it's just.
Yeah, almost wish something had broke. You know, like if there's a control arm or something like
Yeah.
that. I mean, you could still drive it and get it off the trail. But
Yep, you just ratchet strap it or something. Do you change between 4 high and 4 low on the trail?
no, actually, I hadn't even gone to 4 low.
Oh, really?
I was just running. The only thing I could think of is maybe when I put it down into, because I shifted it all the way down into first when I was going up that rock. But I mean, it, you know, went into first, everything was pulling fine, went right up the thing. And then when I got up to the top, I just put it into park and turned it off and got out.
Okay.
So maybe pulling the gear all the way down into first misaligned something in there. That's what I think is happened. It's
Well, I'm wondering if it's just as simple as that switch is broken.
could be that too, yeah, because it does seem to be going in kind of easy. But then again, it's not engaging, so that's why it's not able to come out of the park on it. So as you press it in, normally you feel a little bit of resistance there.
Yeah.
And you can kind of hear it as it sets, and then it'll allow me to come out of park, and it's just going all the way in. I'm not hearing any sort of engagement with the button on it.
Greg, I still have a bunch of your stuff in the car, in the truck. I think I want to lean more. Yeah. Because I'm concerned about that rock. Am I fine here? I'm not going to scrape on that? Woo!
Keep it straight. Just a little bumper.
I don't need it anyway. I'm not gonna have anything left. dug the winch into the dirt a bit with that one.
I had a feeling that's why your tires were off the ground on the back.
Were they really?
Yep. Yeah, one of them was. They kind of bounced a little.
Well, today's over. We made it through. It was pretty interesting. Greg's Jeep broke, so he got stuck. We spent about 3 hours dealing with that. We knew it was a transmission issue. When he got to the top of one of the last obstacles on Hackett Gulch, he put it in park and got out to go walk back to see the rest of us come up. And when he came back to the Jeep, he couldn't he couldn't get it back into drive. So we thought it was a transmission issue. We didn't know if it was major or minor. We ended up resetting the computer by unplugging the battery. And that didn't do anything. So then we tried to move the Jeep by winching it. That didn't work either. And it really felt like nothing was moving properly. So we didn't want to push it any further and break something, so we stopped trying that. So then we drove off further down the road. Greg rode with me for a bit to see if we could get a signal and get a hold of somebody that knew more about Jeeps to try and figure out what was going on. And we finally got a hold of Jeremy's dad, and he gave us a couple ideas to look into. So we turned around and went back to the Jeep, and a couple other Jeeper guys stopped by, and they crawled underneath it. They were looking at linkages and stuff. We were concerned that something serious broke. Well, all it ended up being was like a 50-cent piece of plastic. In the T-handle for the gear shifter, there's a little piece of plastic that transfers your clicking the button down to actually engaging it so you can pull it out of park, and that little piece of plastic broke. So we spent like 3 hours messing with this, trying all kinds of things, just to find out it was a 50-cent piece of plastic. So thankfully he got out of there, and we all had a good day, and I'm almost home, and that's that. So thanks for watching.